A mind flayer?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. Saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Song from her soul cage. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Colourful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
go. Need to act fast. Take your...
Dying! Not on my watch!
you are not the one I wish to speak with. Bring me your leader. Stand.
Too much to bear.
Now is not your time. We have much to discuss.
Just a brief respite.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
To owe one's life to a mind flayer. It seems to make a mockery of this entire struggle.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. You are already more illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process, a process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then, stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution, and your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try it when you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as resists all attempts to shatter it, the murmur of his powers being siphoned away. The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
First in my heart.
Copper for your thoughts?
So your confidant was a mind flayer all along. Disquieting, to say the least. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seemed my faith was more than well-founded.
Hey, soldier.
Open up.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his Illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
be honest. What do you think of the new look? I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you.
We have a new look for a new Shadow Heart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
A long way to go still.
All right. What now? Very well.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. We'll talk later. I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her. Wherever you need me, I'll be right here in camp. Take care out there.
Good time for a chat.
What can I do for you, my friend? Darling, lead on.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are. Oh, come on. You don't mean that.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Something is different about Shadowheart. New facial creases, perhaps. A fresh battle scar I hadn't noticed. Bah, it eludes me. It is done. Eager for battle. Without delay.
No one stopped me yet.
Oakfather preserve you.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
We'll be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Breathe deep and move. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Mind Flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. I am the reason you are free. We are more alike than you want to admit. Look past it. I know you don't want to, but you must. Now, help me. Fool! Without me, you will perish.
brother.
I am not your enemy. Because you are. Yet don't help me. I am not your enemy. Do not now. Help me, fool.
Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
I am not your enemy. Because you are.
need him. Fast.
Never a dull moment.
I'm the one keeping you alive. Destroy the Honor Guard. If I die, you die.
Not on my watch.
Not yet. Please.
What should I do?
Heal me, please.
Ready.
reluctance to help nearly cost us everything. You saw reason just in time. Don't look at me like that. I'm a mind flayer, yes. And the one who saved you again.
To owe one's life to a mind flayer. It seems to make a mockery of this entire struggle.
I suppose it was considerate of you not to bring it up before. And I ask that you do not judge me for it now. It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers, on a search for treasure, to a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Rather them than potential future allies, like you. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other the moment and found the Githyanki. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could...
Moving ahead. Bet that'll fit in my pack. What's inside?
Wits and blades always sharp.
What a day.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Without delay.
Moving in.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us. That means you don't come back. My mum is coming back, though. She's looking for me. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking for her. It's really scary when you're alone without your mum.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! And my cat is Grub. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick. That was last 10 day, though. All right. Bye. Please, my feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be a big...
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labour and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
At the ready.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
If I was a Sharan lookout,
What in the
this
hell
is
was
the
that?
sort of place I'd wait around. Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass. Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Oh, no. You misunderstand. I mean, anyone could be among these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly, ruins the whole bunch.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Are the gods true?
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength. I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one.
I wish the cult had burnt our farm.
Heads will roll for this. This this transgression, this injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
Remembering moonrise. They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that. I'm really worried about Umi.
What do you make of these protesters? Ah, a philosopher. Who could have thought? Named Zoru. I've heard about you. You're the one that helped us with the goblins. You know, most of us didn't make it, right? Zevlor failed us. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
Oh, I smell so many since
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. Too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Washing my pits, this is the song when I'm... Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of pervert...
Careful, I bite. Oh, for a skeleton key.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with something else.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. I should speak up.
Supplies are short.
What? I'm bushed. I ran as if I could change that.
What path lies before me?
It's only a couple of pots.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell.
Too slow!
I'm busy.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal...
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
What are you still flapping your lips at me for? Get on with it.
I'll take that.
Symbol.
A devious little trap.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest. What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up, I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? All right, I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull.
Shadow.
Seems we were patrolling around a powder keg.
It's mine now.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Deafening sight.
The guard prepares to attack. Fugitives are to be killed on sight.
How about this?
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
Never wanted the easy path. Maybe I need more pockets.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got the Scotty out that burning barn.
No traps, please.
They just lined up and taking their fair shares. We've had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets.
Back off! I found these apples first.
Take the wood from the cart too.
That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies.
That might be eerie look.
Ulysses will suffer just the same.
Fortify the camp. Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their strength.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You find us on a solemn day. We underestimated an enemy.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. The wretched undead.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this. The Slayer of Ketheric Thorn. Well, these are strange times indeed. The head of the shadow-cursed warlord is an impressive trophy. I am wondering if I could tempt you with another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did. Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
I have something to ask.
No.
Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
We can do nothing for you here.
It is good to have you with us.
I'll destroy every last blood.
As long as we stand together, we can never retreat. There'll always be more. They spread like locusts. Freshen your drink?
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform. Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. You would betray us? Then you shall be our very first meal.
Talk to me.
You bow, or you break.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
With haste. Anything of use?
Very well. You're such a scaredy cat.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fists, right?
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
There's no point arguing with the gods.
And the gods don't give a damn about you.
What's that?
That was before I...